care if I got to buy another set of wheels and tires, I'm in. Hi, my name's Chris Wadding from Phoenix, Arizona. Got my 1947 Jeep Willys CJ-2A. This is my first time out to the second annual Holley LS Fest in Las Vegas. You know, I got into drag racing and cars when I was young. My dad was kind of a little bit of a wrench hand. Started getting into drag racing a little bit out of high school. Met my good friend, lived across the park from me, Pedro Lopez, and he kind of got me really into it. This thing kind of started out as kind of a joke project, junkyard parts, secondhand Craigslist stuff. None of this really transpired into later on, but I mean, originally had a pretty healthy small block Gen 1 in it. It was okay, it was pretty quick. And then from there, I had a couple buddies of mine that just built crazy turbo stuff. My buddy Jeremy, and he was like, dude, you gotta turbo that thing, it'll be super cool. And I said, well, if I'm gonna turbo it, everybody's gotta go for the quintessential strong junkyard motor, and I had to go in LS, and you know, picked up a junkyard 5.3 and essentially kept it completely bone stock. I mean, to the stock head bolts and everything. I did one pass, immediately lifted the heads off the motor, and was like, all right, I gotta at least put head gaskets and studs in it. Now it's got, you know, head studs, gasket. Just recently we opened up the ring gaps to 28,000, so I'm still running 10 pounds of boost. This car was done turboed on E85 for about 2 years. I drove this thing. I literally almost drove it to work every day. Lots and lots of street driving, lots of racing, you know, a lot of stuff out in Phoenix. We got our local track out there, Wild Horse Pass. I really liked it. The thing was flirting with the 9s. I'd run 990s, 10.0s. I can't really tell you the exact reason why I decided to go propane. I think a combination of a few things. I was tired of the flirting with the 9-second mark and then having to immediately go from a $100 junkyard 9-inch with a $100 Speedway motor spool, $200 Craigslist transmission. I'd have to go from that low dollar stuff to like gun drilled axles, you know, pump the power up and then be in the 9s all the time. And then I get certified myself, and then I'd have to have the cage certified. I just kind of was almost maybe over that. To make it cooler, I say, hey, let's run it on an alternative fuel, like a legitimate alternative fuel. And I proceeded to go propane and essentially forklift parts. I mean, this is off-the-shelf stuff you can get from any forklifts. So if anybody's considered doing this, you can legitimately order this stuff. It's from forklifts. I'm new to the tuning. I'm learning how to tune with the MSD. Obviously, to put a carbureted style setup, I had to get the Holley intake. I like the stuff. It's a low rise. I don't want this ginormous intake, so I went with the low rise. Same turbos I was running on the ethanol, BorgWarner S366s, off the shelf S366s. No, I didn't modify them or anything. Stock housings. When I did the LS swap, I actually had to go with the Crown Victoria front end because I extended the front end so much that I was kind of out of room to where I could stick the axle and keep strength in the front end. So I needed that all together cross member to tie the front end back together. And you know, I do drag race, but I also literally beat the crap out of this thing every way I can. I burn out everywhere. And the burnout contest here, I was in for that burnout contest no matter what. I was like, I don't care if I got to buy another set of wheels and tires, I'm in.